year, but it's also one of the warmest days we've had so far in a couple weeks. So today is the day that my hair is going to be free, that we are going to let Charlie, Nancy, and Bellamy meet those people. So this is our special needs herd, and the special needs herd is made up of our elderly cattle. It's made up of cattle that have leg problems. If you look over here, the two slowest ones, Merlin is not only very large, but he is extremely old. And then the girl behind him is Adrian. And she arrived here with a broken hip that wasn't able to be fixed. So she just takes her time getting out to places, but she does really, really well. So this is our special needs herd. They're going to be the last two out, but I'm going to go get our guests of honor and we'll see what happens. You're the new people. Come on. Come on. Come on, Bellamy. You can do it. Let's go. Woo! Come on, everybody. Let's go. This is it. Come on. Better hurry. Charlie's going to meet people. You'll have to wait. Come on. Come on. Let's go get ready.
give a recap of who was just introduced here today?
Yes, and there's going to be one more. So, oh, and Merlin's still coming. So today we introduced Charlie and his mom Nancy to the special needs herd, and it is completely uneventful, which is what we were hoping, because you have to remember his mom used to live with these cows, so they're fine. And and Charlie's venturing off on his own, which is hysterical. He's gone up and met almost everybody, but they just don't even seem to know or care that he's there. There he goes. So Charlie's going to probably spend a lot of time running back and forth. That's the one that looks like his mom. That's his aunt. He just got to see her. He's standing by his aunt. Yeah, so it's really sweet because the girls are all getting back together. So Nancy is much more comfortable, obviously, in a herd. She just started eating. She's not the least bit concerned, which is great. And calves are actually much safer in a herd. So we really like it when a calf goes into a herd like this because he'll get much more confident. We have like a wall of Merlin right now, so you're not gonna be able to see the baby. Come on, Charlie. The wall of Merlin is a slow-moving wall. Especially when there's any mud. He said, I'm slow moving. It's okay, you move as slow as you want. You could go meet Charlie, he's coming. Come on, Charlie. Oh. Yeah, so Bellamy, we just moved Bellamy in yesterday with Mom and Charlie. We had tried it earlier on. Oh, he's running like a little madman. We had tried it earlier on, but the problem was that Bellamy kicks when she gets startled. So he was too little to be kicked. But now, as you can see, he's a very tough little baby. Like he's got not a care in the world, which is how all calves should be. Like it's really amazing. Look how cocky he is. You are amazing. So when a baby like this has his mom, and now he's going to have a herd, he has zero fear about anything. Because when we introduce the motherless calves, they don't do this. They're nice and they run around a little bit, but they're terrified of the other cows. He's not scared of cattle, like at all, because he is one, and he knows he's one. There he goes again, zipping through everybody. Come on, Charlie! He's like, I'm in a family! Woo! You're in the family! Yay! You are so good. You gonna go get Bellamy? Keep going, baby. So he's probably going to spend, I don't know, a couple hours running like a lunatic. And I'm going to run up and try to get Bellamy to come out. So she's the one that we found in a ditch. She's a little off balance because she has vestibular disease. So for right now, just watch Charlie run as I try to get her. Oh, here he goes again. Who is the happiest baby on the planet? Say, me. Goodbye. See you later. Yeah, and as you can see, Mom is very relaxed now because what happens when you have a mom and a nursing baby in a herd is everybody kind of watches out for the baby. So no one's going to come in and hurt the baby, and Mom can kind of settle in and relax because these are her people, and she knows them really well. So these are Nancy's people, and the baby is just having way too much fun. It's like you know them all already. Say, hey, Merlin. You're open mouth breathing. He's panting because he's so has run and run and run. So let me go get Bellamy. I'll be right back. Charlie, what are you doing? So if you look, they're going to probably run together. So this is Bellamy's first time out in the big pasture too. So I'm hoping she does well. But she has a very nice companion with Charlie. Who's like, why can't we get in here? Come on, Charlie! Oh my goodness, that's so sweet. So Bellamy is also a calf. She's young. And so when she met Charlie, the very first thing they do is they run and play inside. And we have one little video where they were out in the alleyway together when she first met him. So she trusts him. And that's the only, she likes Nancy as well. So we'll see what she does. Like hopefully she'll work out just fine in here. But Charlie's staying with her, which is really cute. Goodbye! It's really fun because they're kind of like looking to see how far they can go.
Kara wants to know if Charlie senses if Bellamy's nervous.
He might, because he did just go with her really quickly. And he has ventured way far away from Mom, which is hysterical. And the good news is that Charlie is also on solid foods now. So he doesn't have to have milk constantly like he did before. And Mom has gotten like, oh, here he comes. Mom has gotten less and less worried about where he is because he is getting older, and they're doing really great together. So she's not as nervous because she knows we're not going to take him away. Although I think she's going to get nervous in a minute. It's like they're on a little adventure. They're like doing the whole perimeter of this extremely large, very, very large pasture. Maybe they think they're running away. Charlie! Charlie! Nothing. Yep, they're running away. And it's awesome because Bellamy's been so lonely, so it's like having a friend that now she can grow up with is going to be really, really cool. Yeah, she's going with him. He's waiting for her. That's good. Oh, he's coming. Oh, and she's eating grass, which is nice too. Uh-oh, they've separated. Come on, Charlie! You left Bellamy. Yeah, see, he's watching to see where she is. Hopefully he won't leave her behind completely. Come on. You gonna go get your friend? I'm wondering too if Bellamy's trying to figure out the. Oh, he's moving for her. That's very sweet. She's trying to figure out the perimeters, like how far she can go. She's staying on the fence line. Look, he's going to move for her again. Charlie, where's your friend? Here she comes. Oh, she's running. I think she just figured out where he went. Oh my goodness. She's so happy. That is so awesome. I think it's going to be really good for her to be in a herd. Yeah, she's looking for him. And now he's like, Get there, Charlie. Hey, Charlie. Hey, buddy. You tired? Yeah? Yeah, there you go. Don't leave your friend. wonder if he's lost where Mom is. I can see her. He's going for Bellamy first, though. We'll find her in a minute. Yeah. Oh. It's good to have a best friend to grow up with. Oh my goodness. Just bumps you with her big fat belly. Yeah, although Bellamy's not growing any taller, she's definitely growing rounder. Yes, she is. It's good for her to run. Boink. Go meet these cows.
Let's go do it. Come on.
It's like two kids, but like meeting a big crowd of adults. Oh, Cashew just saw her. So we'll see. Because see, Cashew's much more interested in Bellamy because she's bigger. I think he's fine with ignoring the little one. Oh, and he found Mom. Thank goodness. Oh, Jerome just realized that there's a new girl in town. That's good. So this is actually, we like it when everything goes really smoothly like this because sometimes there's headbutting and the biggest concern, even more so than having Charlie out here because he has his mom, was having Bellamy come out because she has vestibular disease and so she's a little off balance. So we didn't want them picking on her, and it looks like nobody's picking on her at all. And she seems to have a really good best friend now in Charlie, which is awesome. And everybody is just zen and mellow. Oh, and look at, you can see that Nancy is back with her best friend Jackie. Like bookends, like they always were. Which is really nice. Oh, and right in the middle is the baby. Yay! It's funny because we've had special needs cows in with other cows, and somebody always does attach themselves to them. So we've had blind cows in like a larger herd. We had a blind steer named Arbuckle at one point, and a cow of the same breed, another Jersey actually, kind of took over watching over him because he would get lost, especially when it rained and stuff, because he couldn't hear if there was like a heavy rainstorm, and she would always go out and get him. So I'm guessing that that's what's going to happen with Gary and Bellamy, that if she gets a little bit lost. I'm sorry, Charlie. I keep saying Gary. Gary's sick, by the way, so if anybody's wondering where Gary is, he has an upset stomach, and I'm worried about him, so I keep calling everybody Gary. So.
And Valerie's asking which one Charlie's mom is.
Okay, oh, now you can't tell, can you? So the one that's straight in front of us that looks like Charlie's mom with the red collar is Jackie. And then the one, Charlie's mom is over to the left more. She's walking back the furthest. Yeah, so they're back together again. The only one that's not back there is Stanton, and he hasn't even like tried to meet the baby. It's funny because I think they're all so glad to be out on this big pasture and eating grass that they're like, oh, there's another cow, and we don't care. Because it's a very strange December day. This is not our typical December. Close though. We're only 2 days away, or 3 days away? 3 days away. Yeah, and winter's coming, and it doesn't seem like it at all. Today, yesterday, it did seem like it. Charlie's in the woods, chewing on trees. Yeah, there's Mom. She's walking. I wonder if she doesn't know where he is. You'll know in a minute if that's what she's doing. I see Bellamy coming out of the woods, out of the hedgerow. Little Charlie. You my mother? Nope. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see over the next week, like if Bellamy befriends any of the other cattle that are her age, because there's a lot of like younger steer in here that she might get close with as well. Yeah, and she's yelling. Oh yeah, how's Falco? We actually, yeah, we're going to talk about Falco. So Falco was supposed to be here for this, and he actually had, he was neutered. So was Charlie. So we have to neuter the males, and there was a complication with Falco's neuter, and he got very, very sick, and he could have died, but thankfully Cornell University is like one of the most insanely good, like amazing hospitals on the planet, and he is there right now. He had an internal bleeding after his surgery, so he is doing great. He had to have a big blood transfusion. I just got a picture of him this morning, and he's fantastic. So he will be back, but we want to give him about a week there, just in case, because he had a clot. His blood had to clot, and it did. But just in case something else goes wrong, they're constantly monitoring his packed cell volume of his blood to make sure that he's not having any more of an internal bleeding. It's extremely rare for something like that to happen, so the assumption is that it's because he had so many health issues to begin with, and that it's because of that he had this happen as well, but he is thankfully doing really, 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 really well. So normally that is a very non-invasive surgery, and this time unfortunately it was not, but he's going to be great, and so we'll keep everybody posted on him as well, because the goal was to get them both out here today, but that's not going to happen. But hopefully maybe next week he'll be out. Oh, and there's Charlie with Mom again. He just met Stella. Great Mom. She's like the herd grandmother. Now they're going to go meet Diane, and Diane is obsessed with babies, so this will be interesting to see if Diane really wants to meet the baby. Yeah, there we go. She's like, nope, not this time. Diane is our resident surrogate mother, so she takes on, like, she'll probably fall in love with Falco. She seems to take on all the orphan babies. She was in dairy production, so she's really loves babies normally. Yeah, there she goes. She's like, that is a cute baby. But she likes to play with them as well, so it's a lot of fun. So when it snows, she's usually running through the snow with the babies. Just a really great gal. She's a good one. Oh, and it looks like Bellamy is with Jerome. That's interesting. It's just so funny. The cattle are such herd animals, and they are so much more comfortable when they're in a bigger herd. Like, they really, really like to be in a nice big herd full of their own people. I think they feel so much safer. Oh, Diane doesn't want him. Diane's like, get out of here, kid. Falco's coming. She's like, you have a mother. Oh, they look so great out here. But this is amazing. They're just so comfortable, like they've been here the whole time. So that's the way we want it to be. And Bellamy is happy as well, and seems to have a crush on Jerome, which is good. because everybody has a crush on Jerome. I have a crush on Jerome. You're like, hey, Cashew. I love how confident Charlie is because he's so tiny and he doesn't care. Because again, you got a lot of confidence when your mom weighs close to a ton. There's nothing to be afraid of. Oh my goodness. Okay, Moo is in charge, so he's going up again. That's the leader of the herd, who will really be great with him. Now he's got to go find Bellamy again.
Valerie's saying he has great personality.
Oh my God, he does. I'm so happy to see him out here, and it's so nice that he has a good friend. Oh yeah, see Jackie's gonna pick on Bellamy a little bit. He's like, come on, Bellamy, let's blow this joint. He's gonna be a good friend too, which is awesome. He's got a very strong personality.
Buddy here, right?
Yeah. Well, no, and that's the thing that's so great. When you have a big herd, you've got all these different personalities in the herd. So, like, you've got, like, the big Holstein up here is Faith. We call her the exfoliator. She licks everybody. She licks everybody. She cleans everybody. She's like the head groomer. She'd be a hairdresser if she was a person. She's very good at grooming. She's also, like, really just very loving. And up here is Belinda. And for her, and Belinda is like this old grandma, and she doesn't really necessarily like people. She loves Stella. Stella's her best friend. So she's okay with the other cattle, but she's not really, like, when people come, she's kind of like, I could live without them. Jackie is still very shy. That's the girl that looks just like Nancy. And Stanton is the baby that Jackie, that's the little Holstein calf, is the baby that Jackie actually produced milk for, because he was, one of the babies from the rescue that survived and didn't drown in manure, which is a good thing. And if you look straight back, there's the two jerseys together are mother and son. So son is now bigger than mom. That is Cashew and Liz. So Cashew's the dark brown one. Liz is the lighter brown one. And they are always together. They're inseparable, which will be what it's going to be like for Charlie. Because this is exactly what Cashew did. He ran around and he met everybody, but at night he always sleeps with mom, and most of the day he just goes back and forth and stays with his mom. And that's the way that it's supposed to be, because, they're a family. So, again, they all come from different places, but the beauty of having this sanctuary is, that they get to stay together and form a whole new family. And that's where they feel the safest and the most loved. And actually, it's Giving Tuesday, but it also should be like Thank You Tuesday, because we really, we could not, because you have to remember that, like, we have to feed all of these. We go through 400 tons of hay every single solitary winter because of the number of cattle, sheep, and goats that we have. Right now we have 47 cows, and we have 96 sheep and 60 goats. So they eat about 400 tons in the winter, depending on how cold it is. They eat more if it's colder. And, unfortunately, we can't grow our own hay here. Most of the pasture is used for these guys to eat in the summer and the spring. So it's because of members like you that we are able to do this. So thank you very much. And on Giving Tuesday, please feel free to give, because there's never enough. Like Falco is a prime example. Like, we weren't expecting a neuter to end up being something much, much bigger. And, we have to take care of them, and we can't do that without our members. So thank you so much. And they thank you. This is just, it's the most beautiful thing to see them the way they should be. And for all the people that tune in to everything that we do, getting to see them just being cows and having a life and creating a family, there's nothing like it on the planet. I can't even tell you how wonderful it is. And I'm so glad that people tune in to see it. And I've lost Charlie. I'm going to find him. I think, oh, there he is. Charlie! He's busy with Bellamy, which is awesome. will most likely give him a full exfoliation.
Do you like the exfoliate? Oh, look, it's a baby. Give him a big kiss.
Nope, she's gonna butt him.
Get him. Get him, Charlie.
Uh-oh, Bellamy's like kind of going back to the barn, and Charlie's sad. What are you gonna play with? Oh dear. Cashew's coming.
Go say hi to Cashew. And to Giant Merlin.
Back to your aunt, Jackie. And your mom. Okay, so we're gonna go in since it looks like we are no longer needed out here. I don't think that anything is gonna happen except that Charlie is gonna graze and have a really nice time and keep going back and forth to mom. And Bellamy is checking out all sorts of things. So Bellamy just walked, I don't know where she went. I think she went back up to the barn, but she's probably gonna check out. They have a feed pavilion too. She might be in there. But she's kind of walking around, so we will let you know how everything goes. So far, I think it's going to be absolutely fine. And yay! Oh, he's going to go see Jerome. I'm telling you, in a little while, it's all going to be about playing. Because the younger ones will get into having a baby, which is nice. Yeah, there you go. Oh, he looks so tiny. He looks really tiny by Moo. Oh, there we go.
He's like, you're too big.
Okay. Bye, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. We'll keep you posted.